everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti, your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com, and welcome to today's video. I'm your coach for you men to master your attraction skills, to build your confidence overall, to attract a woman that you desire and get that ultimate relationship that you truly want. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to get a girl to text you first. But before we get into this video a little bit more, I want to tell you one thing. This is not a video tailored to make around if you are getting ignored by a woman and this is what you say to her, or if you don't even know a woman and you want to message her on Instagram or online dating. I have plenty of things for that and videos on that, and I actually do have a product about online dating so you can get results online. This video is tailored specifically to the man that has met a woman and there is some chemistry and you've already initially met and the number exchange has happened. Now, it's important that I clarify this because I don't want you to use this, which is effective and works, if you just met a woman and you've been texting her and you're trying to attract her back into your life and she's just been ignoring you. That's a whole nother subject. So this is when you've really met someone that you like and you enjoy and you want to know how to text her and get her to text you first, obviously, and then you want to get to that date. But before we get started, I have something for you as well, which goes into more defined answers than what you're gonna get in this video. It's my How to Text a Woman manuscript. I give you like 12 parts of different reasons of what you can incorporate and just in texting itself. This is like the manual of overall texting. And it's funny because I laugh because I'm like, when I was creating this product, I was like, I can't believe I'm creating a product around texting. But I want to be honest with you men too. The true relationship comes when you pick up the phone and have communication and you're face to face. The texting is just to get to know each other in a way where you can progress into meeting each other face to face to make her feel comfortable and getting you face to face. And that's what I'm going to talk about here. So let's go into text number one on what you can do when you meet a girl. When you meet a girl, I always tell men, when you have the conversation, things are flowing, she's attracted, you're attracted, and you know when a woman wants to go to the next level as far as texting you. It says something like this. Listen, I have to run, but I've had a great time getting to know you. Why don't you take out your phone and get my number so we can chat a little bit later? When you say something like this, it's very casual and she's making the new move. So psychologically, in her mind, she is making the next move. So what you do here is you give her your number and then you say, text me so I have yours. So she texts me, she'll text you and say hi or her name or whatever it is, and she'll text you. And from there, that night, that next day, whatever you choose to do, depending on your schedule, you want to just kind of ask her how she's doing from there, how's her day going, things like that. But what I do not want to do, and I would never suggest, is for you to become a text buddy. Don't ask her personal, deep questions through a text because that is all face to face. So what you do from here is kind of establish some ground rules to kind of get to know her just a little bit to make her feel comfortable through text. And once you send about 3, 4, 5, 6 texts back and forth about your days and how you're doing, this is the next text that I truly encourage you to do. Is say something like this. Let's bring this face to face. How about on Saturday at 8 p.m. at so-and-so spot? And the so-and-so spot is going to be something that she enjoys possibly, or a nice cafe that you have in the vicinity of where you both live, or something that you've talked about before. Let's just say that she's talked about hiking, that she loves hiking. You can plan a date or something like that for her. You don't necessarily have to call it a date, but you can just be casual up front if this is a first interaction and say, let's bring this face to face. How about we do a hiking trip at the Runyon Canyon at 3 p.m. on Saturday? How's that sound? And if she comes back to you and says that she can't that day, she will propose a new day, or she'll say, I can't, but how about another time? And that's when you can propose a new time. Lastly is, I'm gonna give you some more text that you can send in this video, but I wanna be clear too, is a lot of men think that the attraction all is in the text, and that is not true. It's not all about the text, men. And so many men put so much like, what do I call it? They put so much value and so much energy and so much thought into texting women that they end up not texting at all, or they end up overly texting because they think that texting is the new way to attract women, when that's not the case. And I'm telling you, as a woman, that's not the case. The number one thing that women always tell me all the time, and I ask them, what makes a man stick out from all the other men out there when it comes to the initiation process, right? The communication, what we're talking about here. And I'm not kidding you, men, and I believe this 100% because I remember this too, is 90% of the time, a woman always says that when a man picks up the phone and calls her is when this shows effort, and it shows a man of confidence, and also they're attracted by this. So one of the next tip for you is, you can text her, plan things, but always make your text mean business. I say that all the time in my videos, and I also go into the reasons of why and psychologically why as well in my How to Text manuscript. I'll put that manuscript in the link below because I really, really encourage you to check that out. Next is, and let's go back to why I was telling you what makes her think about you is when you do call her. You call her to form that emotional connection of what I talk about in my 7 Common Mistake ebook that men make when attracting women. And I talk about that so much on how to form an emotional connection. And it's so, so important when it comes to the courting process of you meeting a woman. This is what really attracts women, especially if she's already interested in you. Now, does this work for a woman that's not interested in you? Not so much. If that is happening to you, I encourage you to watch this next video called How to Get Her Thinking About You Nonstop, I believe. I'll put it up here in the description. I put it up here in the card. But that is entailed for someone that is like hot and cold or 50-50 and is not too sure about you. This is, remember, the initiation process. So from there, what I encourage you to do is when you are out on dates and you're doing things and you want her to text you first, typically a woman that is really interested after the date is going to text you back and say she's had a wonderful time. This is the way you text her first. There's no hidden agenda. There's no black book rules. There's no pickup artist ways to do this the right way. That's all bullshit. I'm giving you the true facts on what women want, men. This is why I'm doing what I do, and that's why I'm a woman. I know personally and firsthand and from dozens of interviews. So if you have any comments or questions, I encourage you to comment below and I'll try my best to answer them. But because you stayed till the very end, I really encourage you, if this is something that you want to get better at, I break down everything in my How to Text manual, and I really encourage you to purchase that manual. It's at a very low price, and get exactly clear on what it is that women look for in text. Get more comfortable with texting women, courting women through messaging, when to decide to make a phone call, and get clarity on how they think on the other end. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up, and remember, I'll see you again in the next video, and you are always loved. Bye for now.